I was a corporate industrial engineer at Armstrong's Lancaster, Pennsylvania corporate headquarters. Now, I was assigned projects over these many years, and one project that stands out was being assigned to assist our operations VP. Now, John, our VP, developed an overall plant metric he called plant reliability. And he was using this metric to align each factory to lead in a way that got better results for the facility and as well as the corporation. Now, I was assigned to help manage the metric and support John as he established the correlation between this metric and profitability for the company. He wanted to create a culture of performance and accountability that tied into this metric. So he created an assessment a few months into the life of this new metric to see how each plant was utilizing the new metric and creating employee engagement and line of sight for the measure. So in other words, were they using the metric to actually drive performance, or were they just paying lip service to it? So we decided to start our tour at our factory in Mobile, Alabama. Now, plant leadership greeted us the morning of the first day of our visit with graphs of performance and told us in many different ways how engaged their people were. Now, John was a little bit skeptical, so he decided to take a tour of the factory floor with me and the plant manager. Our first stop was a line that was experiencing downtime, and the technician was doing a lot of work to try to solve the issue. And John asked him a lot of questions to say, hey, I know you're doing your best to deal with this situation, and are you getting the help that you need? He kind of hemmed and hawed, and so John dug a little deeper to see if the technician understood this new plant reliability metric and how he fit into it. The technician admitted that he had heard a bit about PR but didn't really understand it, but did his best to kind of describe it to John and myself and the plant manager. So we thanked him, offered him assistance. He said he could take care of the issue, and we moved on. We didn't get very far when we saw an electrician sitting in an office near where the downtime was occurring with his feet up on a desk. When we went into the office to engage with that electrician, we asked him about what he was doing, and he said, well, as little as possible, but I'm trying to help the technician out there with the downtime issue. Now you could see the stress and the anger welling up in John's face, and the plant manager basically excused himself because he had another meeting to attend to. When we dug a little deeper, the electrician said, hey, this metric's all good for you leadership folk, but it really doesn't help us here on the floor. While he was answering those questions, John was writing notes, and it looked like he was angrily writing them in a little notebook. I knew something good was not about to happen. So after we finished our discussion with the electrician and a few other technicians on the line and taking more notes angrily, John decided it was time to go visit the plant manager. He also realized that I probably shouldn't be part of that conversation. And good thing, there was a lot of shouting and scolding. As I waited outside, I could tell things were not going very well. But eventually it was over, and there was some form of agreement and alignment on the approach moving forward. Now, the VP and I, after visiting the plant for the day, we decided to have dinner. He loved the Waffle House, and he explained to me why he was so angry. He said, plant reliability is not just for leaders, it's for everybody. Everybody should have the opportunity to see how they fit in and how they can help so that we're all aligned and doing the right things at all times for the company and the facility. Unfortunately, leadership at the plant did not see it that way at that point. From then on, I made it my mission to help all the plants with John's vision and also to keep them out of as much trouble as I could. I hope this story provided you with some inspiration to revisit your own processes. I have a lot more I'd like to share. Head over to pi-partners.com to learn how I can help. And check back from time to time for more Kaizen stories.